Ready, set, go.
Greetings, undetermined spectators of the World Wide Web. I am Tall Lanky Guy, and welcome to Mortician's Tale. This is described on the game page. I got it from itch.io. It was, it wasn't free, but I did get it from the bundle for racial justice and equality that I mentioned a while back. It's described as a death-positive game about running your own funeral home, which seemed pretty interesting to me, so figured let's see what it's all about. September 14th, 10:15 a.m. Ooh, this is nice. Hello? We have an email. Hello and welcome to our new funeral director. Welcome, Charlie. Nice to meet you. My name's Matthew, and I'm mainly going to be the man who delivers the bodies to you and helps with some of the more heavy lifting. Ever hear that joke about a hearse driver? I'll tell you, too, when I come by in a bit. I've not heard that joke. No. Looking forward to working together. I think you'll enjoy working here. Amy is a sweetheart, but she runs a tight ship. Nothing you can't handle, I'm sure. She wouldn't have hired you otherwise. Cheers and good luck. Matthew J., funeral director, Rosen Daughters Funeral Home. Cool. Okay, and then Amy Rose says, hello, everyone. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce our new funeral director, Charlotte, or Charlie, as she told me she likes to be referred to. Nice. Charlie is a recent graduate who came highly recommended and is eager to begin her career with us at Rosen Daughters Funeral Home. Please take the time to make Charlie feel at home within our little family. We'll have a nice little catered lunch this afternoon so we can all get to know each other a little better as well. Sincerely, Amy Rose, founder and director of the funeral home. Cool. Okay. Nice. Instructions. Well, you're new here, so it's probably best I explain where everything is. In your office/prep room, you'll find your cremation station, cremulator station, embalming station, and obviously, since you're reading this email, your desk and computer area. I know you have experience working with these stations, but please let me know if you have any questions. I've never done this. I've never used a cremulator. I don't even know what part of the process that is. So this is going to be learning from me. From Jen Love to Charlie. I guess my subject line... Oh, wait. Good luck, you beautiful and smart babe, you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You're too much. I guess my subject lines to you should start being more professional now that we are business professionals. I can't wait to get your reply so I can see your fancy new email signature. I love that you were able to land this gig straight after graduating. It sounds super cool. I didn't even know mom and pop funeral homes were a thing until now. Guess it's not just not something I really think that much about. I should look more into this, learn about your world and industry, because, as I said, you are now a very serious professional. Speaking of being a professional, my museum gig is amazing. I can't believe somebody paid me to move to London, and not London, Ontario, serial killer capital of Canada. I'm glad she clarified that. To work in a museum. Like, take that, everyone who said I couldn't get a job with an art history degree. Oh no. I'll tell you more about it when we Skype. My stories require you to see my face and that you hear my excellent British accent impersonation. Yes, good. Also, I signed you up for a funeral's monthly newsletter. Consider it your graduation gift / I love you / am super proud of you gift. Love you, lovely, Jen L., Museum Curator, London Pathology Museum. Nice! Good for you, Jen! Good for you! Okay. From Amy Rose. Hello, Charlie. Hope you settled in okay so far. Matthew should have dropped off your first body for you to work on. He said you were really friendly, and he's glad to have someone young and lively to work with. You'll get used to his sense of humor. Good, good. Hopefully you'll get used to mine. Your first body is Mrs. Garcia, an elderly woman who died suddenly of a heart attack. The family has asked for a closed casket funeral, so no embalming or body preparation is necessary. Cool, good to know. The family seems a little bit more united than previous families we've dealt with. Strange how grief affects people differently. Perhaps having more time to say goodbye makes things a bit easier, if that's possible. It does. It really does. I can speak from experience that when you have like a good amount of time where it's very clear that, you're there for the end, it does make the actual process of after their death and makes it quite a bit easier, especially if the family feels more like a unit. That being said, although you will not be embalming Mrs. Garcia, I do think it's important to take the time to clean her body. Oh, sure. No one is going to see her body, but I like to encourage my funeral directors to do this out of respect for the deceased and their loved ones. You'll find Mrs. Garcia in the prep room. Talk soon. Amy Rose. Special request for my mother's funeral. Dear Mia, of course we will happily oblige your request for no embalming and for a closed casket. We're happy to be with Rose. We understand that there are usually procedures that must be followed in these situations, but if you could kindly not embalm my mother, that would be greatly appreciated. And we'll proceed with a closed casket for the service. I just know she wouldn't have wanted her death to have any negative impact on the environment, and since she fought so hard to beat her heart disease and to live healthily, it would be a shame to have her final moments to be counter to the way she lived. Oh, that's good. I like that. Okay. Sure thing, I'll get right to it. I probably should have looked at the tips first. Hello, ma'am? It's time to get all cleaned up. It's time, and this is the prep room where you will prepare bodies for burials and viewings. Okay. Because the family has requested a closed casket ceremony with no embalming, you are just going to clean the body. Yeah. Click the sponge and drag it over the body to clean it. Oh, I see. Click and drag. Click and drag. Classic. I don't know why I thought it would be anything. That's it. You're done. Mrs. Garcia will be sent to Mike, who will take care of dressing and putting her in the casket. It's time to go to Mrs. Garcia's funeral. You are responsible for taking care of the deceased's body, but it is also important to pay your respects to their loved ones. Of course. Follow the arrow to head to the funeral parlor. Okay. Can do. Oh, and she's just gone. She headed on out. She's got places to go. Oh, here we are. We're at a funeral now. Okay. Hello. What am I supposed to talk to people? Oh no, I need to talk to people, don't I? Oh boy. Oh no, I don't. I don't do well at funerals. I mean, I can't think of someone who just absolutely thrives at funerals. But I never know what to say. She would have hated these paintings. She was so particular. Okay. I mean, I didn't put any effort into. Yeah, at least she doesn't have to see them, I guess. That's. Yeah, I guess. I didn't like request for those paintings or anything. Let's check out the casket, see if everything's doing okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So we paid respects. Nice. Good. Hello. Who are you? We usually don't small talk a lot at these things. At least that's what I was always taught. If I'm going to be talking to anyone during a funeral, it's going to be anything but small talk. Yeah. Just so that you don't need to put on that, facade of having your stuff together. I hate wearing pantyhose. My legs are so itchy. It's always so cold in these funeral homes. Yeah, why would that be? Why, you would think that you would want a funeral home to be at least somewhat warm. I think I might actually miss those sweaters she used to knit for me now. Oh no. Hey kid, what's going on? What's going on, kid? What's up? Mommy, I'm hungry. When can we go? When the funeral's done. Like, you think, to be fair, like, if you think funerals suck for generally everyone, they suck even more for kids, I think, just because they haven't really, they don't process what's actually happening. They don't process why they're there. They're just at some boring building where there's nothing to do, and they had to dress up for it, and it's just kind of a hassle, and you don't understand why you're there really, and you just want to wait. You just kind of have to wait until your parents are done, which is not like, you know, which is not to take away from the actual occasion of it. I'm just saying, I remember feeling that way as a kid going to a funeral. Yeah, I heard the family specifically said no embalming. I thought it was mandatory, like required by law, but I guess not. Embalming weirds me out. Do those chemicals leach into the ground? It seems strange to be using a chemical that is known to cause cancer and putting it into the ground like that. Or into the sewer. That's what they must do with the leftover formaldehyde, right? Just pour it down the drain. At least embalming guarantees you won't be buried alive. Stop it, don't make me laugh right now. I don't know if that was a funny enough joke to actually necessitate someone laughing. I don't feel like it was. But I've talked and I've been a part of conversations. Not really. I've not actually participated in the conversations. But I'm gonna head out. So peace be with y'all. October 11th, 10:09 a.m. We have an email. Hello. Just wiping stuff down. Good. Okay. I am so frustrated right now. Oh no. What's going on, Jen? Okay, so let me explain this in a bit more detail. A colleague and I were discussing the tight lacer's liver specimen we have here at the museum. It's from a woman who died in 1907, and the liver is tapered inwards from what the doctor leading the autopsy believed was too tight lacing on her corset. Ugh, that's not good. It's fascinating because it's kind of a controversial topic. Tight lacing was super popular, and while people associated it with fainting or hysteria, it's actually been associated with visceraptosis. I read that word hopefully the right way the first time, which is when the organs fall to the lower part of the abdomen. Yeah, right? Which is super unsettling, but can also be caused by being pregnant. So basically, corsets probably messed up some bones, but like didn't do this kind of internal organ damage. And I'm tired of the condescension about my wardrobe that also implies I don't know what I'm doing. These are the kinds of things I specifically research, and yet I'm treated like I know nothing about. I'm having a day, Charlie. Ah, yes. Jennifer is experiencing condescension, possibly sexism-fueled condescension in the academic world. Yeah, not a good time. Okay, next job. Wait. They got a thank you message. Please pass along our deepest thanks to you and your staff for the wonderful job they did with our mother's funeral. It was really lovely. Our family so rarely gets together. It was nice seeing everyone come out for such a beautiful service. My son never gets to see his family. Also, it was incredibly kind of you to let us bring our own food in, getting to share home-cooked meals, sharing stories, being there together. It meant a lot. So what I'm saying is, it was nice for everyone to be there like that, together in that way. And I know how much of that was due to the work of your staff, especially your funeral director. That's me. Thank you for making this difficult time easier for all of us. Best, Mia. Nice. I think I'm going to just do this next job, and I don't think I'll play this whole game. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Here are the instructions for your next body. You did a remarkable job on the first one. The family was very happy with you. No small feat, of course. Pleasing a grieving family isn't exactly the most comfortable of jobs. Yeah, and thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the thanks. Your next job is a man named Mr. Duval. An elderly man died of old age. Nothing fancy, just a standard funeral with embalming. You can reach out to his daughter, Lizzie Duval, if you have any questions. She's handling her father's passing as well as can be expected. As always, don't hesitate to ask me any questions. Best. Cool. Oh, please remember to wear proper embalming gear. Formaldehyde is extremely dangerous. I know I don't need to tell you, but my maternal instincts are hard to ignore. I promise I won't mother you too much. Well, just a little. Ask Matthew, he knows. Cool. Okay. Thank you. What to wear when you're attending a funeral from a different culture. Ooh, I love that they put that in here. Oh, that's so good. For example, white is a typical color for funeral. Interesting. For Islam, it is less about the color you are wearing and more about how modestly you are dressed. Refrain from wearing elaborate jewelry and beads. For Sikh funerals, color of the clothing isn't important, as is dressing modestly and being able to appropriately sit cross-legged. Being respectful is just the number one rule. Wow. I'm so glad they put that in there. This is so cool. Okay. All right. Oh, I still have another. I have another. Hello. Matthew. Hey there. I don't know if I have time for this. I would highly recommend getting this game, guys. I think it. I mean, if you're not, if you don't feel comfortable playing a game about death and running a funeral home, then that's. Why do I still have an email? Hello? Oh, I'll get right on it. There we go. There we go. Okay. If you have... I mean, I probably shouldn't be saying this near the end of the video, but death is not necessarily something that everyone is comfortable with, passively interacting with, especially in a computer game. So, yeah. Traditional burials typically require embalming, which preserves the body and prevents it from decomposing as quickly, right? Unless the family requests otherwise, which they did in the last job, all traditional burials will use embalming. Let's start by cleaning the body. Click on the sponge and drag it over the body to clean it. Yeah. Clean you up, sir, Mr. Duval. Clean everything on up. Click on the razor, and drag it over the body to shave it. Get you all cleaned up, sir. Get you nice and clean shaven up all up in here. In order to break rigor mortis, you'll have to massage the body. Click and drag over the body to massage it. Okay. That's fine. That's normal. Obviously, that's normal. The eyeballs deflate once the body starts decomposing. Click and drag an eye cap into each eye socket to give it shape. Is that what these are? Okay. To keep the eyes shut, you'll need to glue them. Click and drag the glue onto each eye to shut it. This is glue. There we go. The mouth sags and hollows once the body starts decomposing. Click and drag a cotton ball into the mouth to give it shape. To keep the mouth from opening, you'll need to suture it shut. Click and drag the needle and thread over the jaw to close it. Oh, I don't like that much. Not huge fan of that personally. Oh boy. Click and drag the lotion over the body to moisturize it. This prevents the skin from drying out. Okay. Nice little moisturizer going on here. That's fine. Embalming involves removing blood and replacing it with preserving chemicals. Click and drag the scalpel over the neck to make an incision. Oh boy, we're doing surgery here. Okay, you're gonna need a tube for draining the blood. Click on the tube and drag it into the neck incision. So, oh, there it is. Neck incision. Click on the cannula and drag it onto the carotid artery. This is how you'll get the preserving chemicals into the bloodstream. Into the carotid artery? Okay, now you'll need to connect the embalming machine to the cannula. Grab some additional tubing and drag it to the cannula. What's the cannula? Drag it to the cannula. Okay, click the button on the embalming machine to turn it on. Okay, in order to evenly distribute the chemicals, you'll have to massage them through the body. Click and drag over the body to massage it one more time. Okay, you're looking better, Mr. Duvall. You really are. You're looking much better. You know, all things considered, obviously, you're looking about as good as you could right now, given the circumstances. Yeah, you're gonna look real handsome at your funeral. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be lovely. People are gonna say they did such a good job with him. He almost looks alive, is maybe something they might say. You know, I don't know why they would say that, but it might be something they say. We still gotta. There's a lot of massaging. There's a lot more massaging involved in this line of work than I expected. I think that's the thing that really gave me pause. Almost done. You'll need to drain the organs of any remaining fluids. Click on the trocar, then click and hold on the abdomen until all... This is the trocar. Click and hold on the abdomen until all the liquid has been drained. Okay. There we go. There we go. Perfect. And do that. Very nice. And you're done. Mike will take care of Mr. Duvall's makeup, as well as dressing and putting him in his casket. It's time to attend the funeral. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Let's go to the funeral. Let's go, guys. We're already dressed up nicely. It is convenient that your work uniform just happens to be, you know, suitable clothing for... Look at this. Look at this friggin' kid with his little Nintendo DS, PS4, iPhone gaming contraption at a funeral. I'd probably want to be doing the same thing if in his situation. Let's talk to some people and then I'll call it a day. Came out of nowhere. I mean, it always sort of does, doesn't it? Yeah, heart attacks are like that. Yeah, 1 minute you're laughing, having fun, and the next, poof, that person is gone. Just, like, gone. Yeah, it's weird to think about for too long, like, staring at the sun. Start to feel all fuzzy when I think about it. Yeah, so weird how our bodies just stop working like that. Yeah. I mean... I might talk a little bit more about this once I'm done, but I grew up, you know, in a family that believes that who you are is more than just your body. It includes your body, and you shouldn't be ignoring your body, but it's not the only dimension of a person. So strange not seeing most people wearing white. White? Yeah, I think it's different for different family members. I can't remember haven't gone to many traditional funerals. So mostly white, but like definitely not red, no matter what. Interesting. Yeah. He always wanted to take his grandkids to the park, play catch. He loved playing catch. He threw a mean curveball, that's for sure. Just absolutely whipping a quick curveball right at his grandkid, just beating him on. beat him on the side, off the side of the head. That was Grandpa. That's what Grandpa was all about. Pay respects. And let's talk to this kid. Let's see what's his process right now. He's humming to himself, probably some good old video game music. Okay. What do we got over here? No? Nothing? Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna leave that for the end. I would highly recommend getting this game. I don't know how much it costs right now, but if you bought the bundle for racial justice and equality, then it's in there. But even if you didn't, check it out. Death is something that literally everyone needs to deal with. There's been a lot of it this past year with the pandemic, and maybe playing a game like this, it might help kind of demystify the whole everything, some of your thoughts around death, and just put a more practical picture to what that looks like, for if you know someone who is sick, or if you just need to calm your own thoughts about your own death, maybe giving yourself a picture of the fact that when it happens, you'll have the people that care about you and have known you gathering around you, and just taking a day to remember you. Yeah. If not, it's a very pretty game. I love the art style. It's very nice and geometric, and I love the colors. So it's a very pleasant experience that way. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked this this little chunk of the game as much as I did. I might end up playing more of this in my own time, just because I really like what they're doing with it. If not, though, thank you for watching. If if we want to have a dialogue about death and your possible fear or lack thereof in the comments, I mean, as long as we're being kind and sensitive to one another, maybe you wanna say your thoughts in the comments. But again, like I just said, be kind and sensitive to other people's experiences and situations. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed or rung the bell, those are things you can do if you want. And yeah, we'll see you later.